Rastafari greetings Ainai Kadamawa Haile Selassie Empress Menen Timakhosandile Kampono from the order of Abakehase in the Eastern Cape. By many I'm well known by Janet Safari or JT Music. I'm one Rasta in the Eastern Cape who has been hosting the repatriatees from Jamaica, the ancients, the Bongo Wekai, the Bongo George, the Priest Ivy, Mama Cherry. I am finding myself in a difficult position right now with Mama Cherry, and I feel like I should share this with the items because I don't think it's something that I should be stuck with as an individual. I'm finding it very difficult to host and to stay with Mama Cherry in the village, because ever since the Haitians have passed on and been planted in the Western Cape, she came in and we've been having social problems with her as the community now, where she's been accommodated. I've managed to arrange houses for her and her family, and she's been staying and being safeguarded by the community of the village. But then Mama Cherry seems like someone that can't be with black people of Africa, Eastern Cape, and she does her own things her own way. For example, I told Mama Cherry that just because of she doesn't have a citizenship, she only has traveling documents, she can't get herself a house from the RDP settlement that we have in here. So whatever she needs as for her assistance and her family, can she please run it through me, because I'm the one who welcomed her here. So she didn't like the idea that she has to go through me, you understand. For many occasions that I've been trying to tell her that anything that you need here, please run it through me, because you don't know anybody here, you can't even speak the language, you understand. Now she went on and bought houses, only to find out these houses are not of a person that she bought them from. I had to intervene because the community was calling on me, because it's my Rasta people, I'm the only Rasta here, you know. And we made sure as a community that she doesn't get stranded and not have a place to stay. She win the houses. We maneuvered that, we manipulated plans, and then the community told her that anything that she needs in the place, she need to run it through me. She's been doing a lot of things, you know, and Mama has funny attitude. I don't like her attitude. I think we need to there needs to be a screening of Jamaicans when they come to Africa, because Jamaicans can't behave. Elderly people, young people are the same people. They're outlaws, you understand. It's people who can't take any authority from no one, from the chief, from the community leaders, from your headmen. You know, they always tell people that they are not here in Africa to bow, you know, because they only bow to King Haile Selassie. And as far as I know, King Haile Selassie is an Ethiopian king, and we are in Africa, in South Africa and in Eastern Cape. And here in Eastern Cape we have our own traditional leaders and chiefs and kings, and it's not King Haile Selassie. And she can't take that from no one. So now she did something that she shouldn't have done, that I've been trying to tell her. She wanted to see a chief. And when you have to see a chief, you have to run that through the person that welcomed you in the village, run it through community leaders, run it through headmen, what we call here Emakhoseni Sibonda. You understand? She didn't do that. She jumped all of these, you know, lines of communication and went straight to the chief. Now to the chief, I'm like someone who's very inconsiderate, and I'm someone who doesn't really care, who doesn't, who's irresponsible, and someone who doesn't follow the law. I just want to tell the Rastas them, especially the Nyabingi Rastas, because these people, they claim to be Nyabingi people, and I'm not Nyabingi. I was only helping them because of I'm a Rasta youth, and I can't be watching Rastas being stranded. You understand? But today, I'm a number one enemy of Mama Cherry and his foolish children. His stupid, rude children. Drunkards, Rastas who are drinking. They're drinking beers. They're smoking cigarette, and the community is shocked because they don't know Rastas like that. And here in Eastern Cape, we still keep the tradition that Rastaman is not a drunkard. You understand? Her kids are drinking alcohol, and her daughter is very rude. You understand? So I would like the RNC people, because some of you RNC people have showed up when the ancients were here, and I think you had an interest in your repatriation programs, which I'm not part of. Me as a Kehase member, I have nothing to do with that thing of repatriation, bringing Jamaicans, bringing outlaws to Africa, because Jamaicans are outlaws. I don't care who says what about what I say. This is the experience that I have with Mama Cherry and her family. Right now, they are threatening me to go buy gangsters for me because of I've been trying to call them into order. I've been trying to tell them that they cannot access anything in South Africa, any sort of development in South Africa, without having South Africans involved. They cannot use I to go speak for them and pitch and represent them into our chiefs, and then when the development comes, they sideline I. It doesn't work like that. Not that I want to be part of anything of theirs, but in Africa there is a law, and if they can't follow that law, if they cannot bow to the traditional leaders, if they cannot bow to African laws and African ways, your Jamaican people, please, will have to bounce back to Jamaica. So please, I would like I to help to know who can I talk to that can talk to Mama Cherry, so that Mama Cherry can come back into order and know that here she's not in Jamaica, she's in Africa, or else I'm gonna do means to deport them back to Jamaica. I am gonna make sure that I deport all the Jamaicans here in the Eastern Cape who are outlaws and who do not want to bow to the laws of the traditional leaders, because here in Africa we're gonna be seen as if all Rastas are outlaws, are people who are rebels, and we are not that. We do not rebel against our chiefs and headmen and governors and kings. So if your Jamaican people are here to prove a point which I don't know what it is, they're gonna have to go back straight to Jamaica where they come from. So I please help me out to find out who can I talk to that can talk to Mama Cherry before I take these kind of actions, because I'm gonna report them. You understand? And we only gave them houses because of we thought they were abantu abanobuntu, but the way they handle themselves amongst people, the way they talk to people, the way that even their children are playing with other children, it's so strange. It's so strange. So please, Rasta man and Rasta woman out there, please, board members or whatever you call yourselves of RNC, help I out. If you are the people who are dealing with these repatriation programs, please help I out with your people, your Jamaican people. Me as an African youth, I just don't like their behavior. And with their behavior, I want to tell you, they are not welcomed here. On Wednesday, 12 o'clock, we are having a court case at Igomkulu, which is the royal house, the great house of Amangamani here Elalini, because of Mama Cherry and her kids, because they were threatening me to buy gangsters for me, to take my head out and my life out. you know, which I understand my life is not in danger. I can't be endangered by Jamaicans, you understand? But I can't take any threats from anybody. Please help me out. Connect me with someone who can help me out. I know I don't want to call out names, but I know there were people who were claiming to be in the repatriation board, and I would like to know where are they, where, you know, how far have you went with your people? You understand? You know yourself. Everyone who's been saying that they're in the repatriation board, these are your people. You have to take care of them. Be considerate. You understand? Because we are not well with them. We are not well with Jamaicans. Jamaicans are outlaws, and we don't stay with outlaws. We don't stay with rude boys and rude girls here. The last time I had a conversation with them, they draw me a knife. Mama Cherry's son-in-law drew me a knife. Her daughter was insulting me. Mama Cherry was busy wanting to beat me with a walking stick. So talk to your people, before we beat them, before we drive them back to Jamaica. Thank you very much.